I'd rather you introduce it. All right, Shalom Yasharala. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, the Wahanatay, the apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. All right, we're Great Millstone, Mississippi, and we get into the topic of it's coming down to the wire. All right.
And as you can see, dealing with the times, that we are in, pretty much we in the time where everything is coming to a head, all these centuries, Esau, Edom, going back to these elites, they came pretty much into power, within these governments in the 1700s, 1800, 1900. They spent a lot of time, getting the grip on these different governments of the earth to do what, man? To forward this agenda, all right? This satanic agenda of a new world order, all right, that excludes Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So now we are at them. They're at the point of trying to achieve, their enterprise, man. So as they're trying to do this, you gotta understand these people are desperate. See, their kingdom is at hand. See, the elites not moving like Joe Sixpack. They just mad about, the Vanessa passport, the mandates. No, the elites they know that their kingdom is at hand. You see? So they moving in a whole different type of energy in these times, man. So we have to be watchful in these times, man. It's coming down to the wire. You got it, bro.
Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 13, verse 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in the peril of thy overthrowing.
Mm-hmm.
When thou hearest these things, awake and not sleep.
Yeah, it says, take heed, all right, in these peril times pretty much because, hey, we're walking, in the midst of an overthrow. Like now, how we move, we can't move like we used to, some years ago because now we in different time. And see, it's a lot of people that's in desperate situation, man. There's a lot of people that's in the spirit of scamming, scheming. It was already grimy in America,
right?
But it's only gonna be more grimy, man. The spirit been heavy, on Eve, man. This ain't the time to be linked up, all right, with Lil Chat, man. This ain't the time to, be trying to make moves and be too in cahoots with the damn nigga woman, man. All right, because they're willing to do anything just to forward themselves within this society, man. Niggas, you see, it's really a time to separate. See, the Most High is already putting the division in the earth, and it should be no problem, for us separate in these times, man. You got it, bro.
First Peter chapter 4, verse 7.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the end of all things is at hand.
The end of all things, man. This is what everything leads up to. All right, we're speaking about an eternal kingdom to come. Yahweh Shai sitting on the throne of David, and Esau on the other side. All right, he's speaking of what, man? Him forwarding his satanic kingdom. So pretty soon these two ideologies gonna clash, man. And we getting closer. For the longest, pretty much we've been dancing around each other, all right, throughout the planet Earth. But see, now we got to clash, man. Somebody gotta be wrong and somebody gotta be right. So it's coming down to the wire. The end of a kingdom and the beginning of a kingdom is at hand. And remember, this man is desperate. Mm-hmm. All right, so he's gonna throw out more enchantments, like you see the Lil Nas X. What he's doing, there's nothing but enchantments on the left hand side. He's trying to counter what's being doing on the right. So even the music we listen to, we gotta be mindful, man. Don't tell him what, satanic enchantment this man is putting in the music. Mm-hmm. You see, the people you around, man, going out to particular spots, man, because it's judgment going out, man. That's another thing. Judgment is heavy in the earth, man. People get knocked off, man. Go ahead.
But the end of all things is at hand. Yep. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Hey, be ye for their sober, level-headed, man. Spiritually sober, also physically sober, man. This ain't the time to be out in public drunk out your mind, man.
Got a quick one.
Go ahead.
Sirach 8 and 7.
Yep.
Look not round about thee in the streets of the city, neither wander thou in the solitary places thereof.
Yep. So it's really the scripture is against, just you being out and about wasting time, man. What Jake say, busting blocks. Mm-hmm. Now it's time, we gotta move with a purpose, man. Hey, because it's coming to a time where, you know, these new lockdowns, it might be where you can only send one person out, you know, to the grocery store. You see, like your household, like I say, we're not these households that we got. You know, you gotta understand, you brothers, you over these households, man. So you gotta really have a real plan in place in these times, man. This ain't the time to just see. For the longest, especially in America, that's why I say it's the people that dwell with no care, because this is a first world country. So you can afford really not to have no plan, you know, and still get things done. You know, the grocery store be open 24 hours, gas station 24 hours. You know, you have all these pretty much these safety nets in society where you didn't have to just be on point. You can be careless. But see, we come to the time now, we can't move careless like that. Pretty soon it's gonna come to a time where you can't send your woman to the grocery store. All right, you ain't gonna be able to, your woman ain't gonna be able to see grandma across the other side of town because there's too much going on. And you have to, as a man, you have to see these things coming and already be meditating on the plan on how to operate in these times. You see, what that Ephesians 5 and start at 14. You got the blue, you got your blue letter.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, I want to get that word wise and the blue letter.
Get the scripture first.
Yeah, get the scripture, and then we're gonna get that word wise in the blue letter.
Well, y'all get that. I
Yeah, you
got
got
the scripture.
Yep.
All right, Sirach 32 and 20.
Yep.
Go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall, and stumble not among the stones.
Yep, it said go in a way wherein thou mightest fall. You know, this ain't the time to be doing high risk, you know, things, man. You know, because now that window is closing. You see, the room for error is closing, man. You see, now we in critical times. Like where I work at, you know, we do a lot of measuring. You know, we do a lot of fabricating as far as dealing with construction. And sometimes they'll send out a order, and they'll have on the dimensions a critical dimension. That means you gotta pretty much get it exactly right, or they'll send it back. You see, well, we in critical times. You gotta move on point, man. You know, or it can be your last. You can be in a peril, which is a dangerous time of an overthrow, man. All right, it's gonna be a lot of plotting and scheming, and you know, like they just had that story about Eve. You seen that?
She got popped in the back of the head.
Nah, she pretty much. It was a CNN ran the story about this woman who was behind on her rent. She had 3 kids, and she didn't know what to do. All right, so what she did started a GoFundMe, and she raised like $170,000. And CNN did a story on it, and she was on there crying. But then come to find out, them ain't even her kids, man. You see, it's gonna be a lot of scheming and scamming out here, man. You see, so we can't be just moving around not knowing what's going on. We gotta really be keen in the spirit, man. Steps ahead of these people, man. But these people, all right, are willing to do anything to forward themselves in this society, man. Especially when things, all right, become difficult, man. You got it, bro.
Ephesians chapter 5 in verse 14.
Yep.
Wherefore he saith, awake, thou that sleepest,
Yep.
and arise from the dead, and Yahweh shall give thee light.
Yeah, awake thou that sleepest. And that's why these videos is based on what? Our people repenting, man. You see, we push repentance. We give our people the instructions, all right, that lead to what? Salvation. See, it's time to awake out of sleep. That's why so much information come out on these videos, man. Brothers be exposing everything, man, to the point where brothers got to have 3 or 4 channels, man, because of so many strikes. So it's a lot of critical information that's coming out, all right, to awake you, you know, but it's all according to the will of Yahweh by Shema Shai. But this ain't the time to be sleeping in America, man, all right, because Esau, he's shooting you up with that potion. You know, you around here sleep, you have 3 or 4 potions in you, you know, on the way to the digital dollar, man. You see? This ain't the time to be sleep. Or you'll be in a concentration camp being tortured because you sleep, don't know what the hell going on, man. You got it, bro.
All right, it says in verse 15, see then that ye walk circumspectly.
Yep.
not as fools, but as wise.
Not as fools, but as wise. All right, circumspectly. All right, circum going to be going to circle, which is around, you know, and spec means to look at, to observe closely. All right, so you're observing closely everything that's around you, man. All right, stay on point with what's going on in the local news. You know, stay on point what your state is doing as far as these different mandates and particular things. You know, you gotta be circumspect. Your job, you know, be wise in how you talk. Pretty much, it ain't the time to even be talking to people like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't be volunteering no information. Don't be giving your opinion. All right, what you think about Vanessa? No, let these people make the decision they gonna make. You see, we're not evangelists on the job, man. Let them people make whatever decision they gonna make, or at your family gathering. All right, that ain't the time for you to get a platform to try to convince, all right, your people not to take it, man, because it's already written what they gonna do. You know, it's already predestined if they gonna take it or not. We can't interfere with that. All we can do is be wise. For like the scripture says, for me and my household, we gonna serve you how by Shema Shah, man. Choose you this day who you gonna serve, man. But this household gonna serve you how by Shema Shah. Go ahead, bro.
All right. It says not as fools, but as wise. And for that word wise,
4680. Safas. Safas.
it's safas. Now it says wise, skilled, expert.
Yep. Now I'll get that. I want to get that last definition.
All right. This is for C, forming the best plans and using the best means for their execution.
Forming the best plans and using the best means for their executions. You see? So the scriptures say, be wise, not as fools. So you really got to have some type of system, all right, in these times, based on where you at, man. You see? You should know, like, okay, look, the grocery store is less packed at this time of the day or this day of the week. That'll be the best time to go where I won't have to interact with people like that. All right? You know, understanding, like I say, how things operate, you know, around you, man, so you can come up with an actual game plan to execute in these times, man. All right? Hey, you might have to start rationing out food within your household. You see? Because when you get, let's say, you know, when brothers start losing their job, okay, well, you got what you got in the house, the money you got left over, you got to have an actual game plan to still maneuver until Yahweh Shema Shah kick in, until that favor kick in, you know? So if you have a chance, okay, put some money back. I already know, look, if I get fired, I got enough at least for 2 months of mortgage, all right? Or we get, you know, it get low, all right, look, we're going to go on the script, diet, man. 2 bottles of water a day, all right, you're going to get our carbs, we're going to get our protein from this, you know, and stretch things out, because, hey, we're going to have a plan to execute in these times, man.
Using one car.
Yep, using one car,
Yep.
you know, or let's say you got a car that's paid for, and the car you paying notes on, hey, the car you paying notes on have to go back. Because ain't going to be no, you ain't finna go on no vacation, no more vacations or none of that. You just pretty much need to get here and there, you know? So we're going to have real game plans and strategies in play that we're going to have to execute in, man. You see?
All right, so me, Matthew 10:16.
Yep.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
Yep.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Yeah, this is time to execute wisdom, man. All right? This is time to be a strategist, you know, in this time. Brother, can look that word up, strategist.
If you look at the characteristic of a serpent, is always watching people and things to wait till they're out of the way before they make a move.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of animals, they're watching you the whole time just to make sure, okay, the coast is clear. Now we can make a move. Now we can maneuver and get where we need to go. You know, that's like a serpent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're in the cut. I had another one too. Yeah, you're in the cut. Basically, like you saying, when you wait till everybody else leave the store to where you go to the store, you really moving like a serpent.
Yep.
You know, a lot of animals, they're sitting there in the cut waiting, okay, the coast is clear.
Yep.
Now we can get out and,
Yep.
you know.
And then like that being observant. And when you talking all the damn time, you really can't observe anything.
Mhm.
You see, there's another thing about, you know, when you're not doing a lot of talking, you observing and you picking up on, you know, patterns of people. You know, you got it, bro.
All right, it's the word strategist on the free dictionary. Now it says one who is skilled in strategy. All right. An expert in strategy, especially in warfare.
Yep. And this is spiritual warfare.
Yep.
Hey, this is spiritual warfare. Cause like I say, even with the music, man, hey, we gotta really be removed from the frequency of this world, man. You know, brothers, you got your liberty to do what you're gonna do, but at the same time, this is spiritual warfare. You gotta have some type of strategy, like I say, what you're allowing yourself to hear, the people that you're allowing yourself to be around, especially the women that you're allowing in your life. You see, this is spiritual warfare. You gotta think, our women, for the most part, have been what? Weaponized. The music has been weaponized. The food has been weaponized, man. So you gotta have some type of counter strategy, you know, to go against it. Now, we can't escape these defiled things because we here. But we can have some type of strategy where we just not running straight into it, man. You know?
I got a quick one.
You got it.
Sirach 8 and 12. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in.
Yep.
But remember, they should not go unpunished into the grave. But he says, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in. We're supposed to be on a whole different wavelength than 2/3 of our people, because they're actually victims of the weapon by Esau. Like you was going into the music, that's been weaponized.
Yep.
Esau wants you on a certain frequency.
Yep.
All right, the food, that's been weaponized. That's why everybody is sick. You know? So we, like you said, it's a spiritual war. It's an attack on our minds. Esau is a cunning hunter, but what does he want to hunt? He wants your mind. I got to control their mind. The MOB, they're just a physical manifestation of what he's already done, man.
Yeah, he's just linking you in on the actual internet of things. But spiritually, he already has the majority of these people. And because even on that new movie, Cell, dealing with those phones, it shows you how people was pretty much at one with their phone. You know, because the first thing most people do when they wake up is what? Check their Facebook or Instagram. That's the first thing they do. You know, because even I was in the world, I used to do that shit, man. You see? So I can imagine how much more these people do it now. You know, because that enchantment has only gotten stronger. So pretty much people are already at one with this technology, man. And that's another thing. Sometimes, you know, get away from your phone, man. Let's go outside, you know, just be around nature and kind of meditate, man. Kind of detox from some of this shit, man. You know?
All right, back in the word strategist. Now it says, for the synonyms, that says market strategist.
Yep.
All right, someone skilled in planning marketing campaigns. But the next one, contriver, deviser, planner.
Yep.
A person who makes plans.
And go to right there.
All right.
Yeah, get them right there.
And the synonyms for strategist says planner, tactician.
Yep.
Schemer.
A schemer. You see that? Hey, we got a scheme and righteousness in these times, man. We Jake. So we're gonna have to get our Yahweh on in certain situations, man. You know? There's particular things that, hey, because you gotta understand, we gonna be here, but you still gonna have people, you know, that's Vanessa up, that still probably be kinda cool. You know? Hey, you can use that to your advantage, man. The thing is, use wisdom to use everything to your advantage, man. You know, and we're going to be guided by the Spirit, because a lot of times when it's time to make decisions, it'll fall in your lap, you know. Like when it's time, you know, when you need something and you need a way, sometimes it'll fall in your lap and you be like, this is it. All right, this the play. The Spirit will be like, yeah, this the play right here, you know. Yeah. And that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to be like some schemers, all right, in righteousness in this time, man. Go ahead.
All right, this is, hold on. I had a precept for you. Yeah, here it is. Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 11.
Yep.
It says, the Lord said, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua said, verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction.
Yep, in the time of evil and the time of affliction. He said he's going to cause the enemy to treat us well, because a lot of times, you know, Most High going to put us in a position where we just, you know, people gonna have favor on us, man. You know, even when you go back into the account when the Babylonians came and took down, you know, the southern kingdom, they had favor on Jeremiah. Pretty much, they Jeremiah had the choice to either go to Babylon, you know, and they was gonna put him amongst the nobility of Babylon, or he could stay in Jerusalem. He chose to stay in Jerusalem. You see, but pretty much he had so much favor where the captain of the Babylonian army pretty much gave him the option, like, what you want to do? You gonna roll with us, or you gonna stay here? You know, that's the favor and that's the favor that, you know, we gonna need in these times, man. But see, the thing that gets favored, us being obedient now, us detaching now, you know, because if you are a CEO or, you know, of a company or anything, you see, you're going to have most favor to what? Your employee that's the most serious, the most dedicated, you know, the most dependable. You call him at any time, he on deck, you know, he pulling up, you see. That's the guy you pretty much going to have the most favor on. You know what I'm saying? He get a, you know, a DUI or something. Hey, you going to go bail him out, man. You going to, you know, you going to have favor on them. And that's the position we want to put ourselves in with Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. You know, we want him to look down and say, I want to have favor on this brother. You know, I'm going to have favor on him, man. He been dedicated, man. You know, I put Satan on him so many times, he never stopped. I want to have favor on this brother. You know, and that's the position that we want to be in these times. You got something else?
Yeah, this definition for schemer.
Yep.
Now it says a systematic plan of action.
Yep.
All right, number 2, a secret or devious plan, a plot.
Hey, a secret or devious plan or plot, and then it said a systematic plan of action. You know, like going back to wisdom in the Greek, as wise, not as fools, man. I say we're gonna have to develop systems, you know, amongst the brotherhood. And that's another thing. That's why it's important for brothers to be in order. You know, if there's a particular system that's set up, you know, brothers gotta have the integrity to abide by the system, man. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why we can't have niggas around, man, because niggas gonna panic, niggas gonna be impulsive, you know, niggas gonna want the whole thing for themselves. It's gonna be a lot of double crossing in the world. But see, amongst us, man, we're governed by the fear of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. So we should be in the spirit, you know, of having these systems and having the integrity, all right, to stick to them, man. Mm-hmm. You know, go ahead.
Yeah, and a synonym they had was connive.
Connive, yeah, because you hear the word conniving, but hey, in righteousness, hey, you might have to be conniving in particular ways, man. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, you got it, bro. You have something?
Yeah, this is the lamb. All right, Proverbs 1:3, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple.
Yeah, subtlety. See that? And the scripture talk about how the serpent, he was more subtle than any beast of the field. But then it says wisdom gives you subtlety. You see? Wisdom teaches you how to maneuver, you know, in tight situations, man. You know, because wisdom is supposed to make you versatile. Subtlety, they give you layers. You see? But pretty much, we supposed to be the hardest men to figure out. You know? Because you ought to be able to put up a smoke screen on all different fronts, man. Have everybody trying to figure out, you know, what is this guy really, what is he into, what is he up to? You know? It's something different about him I don't know. But then he blend in, you know? Sometimes just strike up a conversation with Jake, talk about sports real quick and get out of there just to keep them niggas at bay. Yep. You know, oh, he a regular, he a regular nigga. Yeah. I knew, you know. But it's all about, you know, being one step ahead, a few steps ahead of everybody in their mind, man. You see, go ahead.
All right, to the young man, knowledge and discretion.
Yep.
And what was that scripture during the time of King David? He played retarded.
Yeah.
Like he was salivating from the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that actually happened in the movie, man. Kevin Hart, I forgot the name of the movie, but Kevin Hart was driving the Edomite in the back of the car, and the police started chasing him. And Kevin Hart was like, he's having a seizure. We need to go, man. We ain't got time to be talking to the police.
Yep.
Then the police went to the back. He just started salivating from the mouth just to play along with it. Like, okay, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Yep.
You know?
And that's wisdom, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's applying wisdom, man. And we in these situations where we going to have to apply all right, the ultimate wisdom, man. You see?
I got some.
Yeah, bro.
All right, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 27 and verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time.
Yep, and I be among the indiscreet, which is people, all right, that don't have the judgment according to the scriptures. Observe the time, man. All right, this ain't time to be lounging around these people, man. You know, because we gotta keep a certain, like you always going to fortitude. We gotta keep our thoughts fortified, man. You know, and their thoughts is gonna be of this world. You know, and they're gonna be trying to drop them seeds about trying to forward what you got in this world, man. This ain't the time to be around them like that. We'll see them on the other side, man. That's another mindset that we got to have. We'll see them on the other side, man. Whenever the Lord allows them to come back, you know, through the loins of the righteous men in the kingdom, they'll be back. But right now, we'll see them on the other side because they the ops, man. Go ahead.
If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding.
Continually. See, we should be around each other more than ever now, man. Because you gotta think, we coming into immortality. These men that we're around, you brothers in these camps, the men that you're around, there's a great chance that these men are going to be part of the governing body, you know, of Israel, man. So we're around the eternal governors now. You see, we're around the eternal governors now. Yeah, yep. But we're around the eternal governor now, man. Right. So what's gonna be more important? You know, a picnic with your family, you know, or being in the spirit, all right, with these men, you know, that has a great chance of being those chosen men. You see?
Well, it was a statement you made earlier, brother. Basically, how people, they just blindly following Vanessa, and it's spiritual that it's personified as a woman, like it has a female name, because it's an enchantment.
Yep.
But if you go back to the word enchantment, I think one of the words is like a singer.
Yep.
And I was thinking about this scripture in Sirach 9 and 4. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. So the narrative that's being pushed out as to why you should get it. That's like someone is singing to you. They're enchanting. It's like the Pied Piper.
That's their whore.
It's their whore. And it's like, it's right, it's their whore. You've been enchanted. And like the Pied Piper had the children just blindly follow him because they're just going with the music, not even realizing the direction they're going. All right, that's why the scripture says, "Who will pity a charmer that is bitten?" All right, but on the flip side, you're being charmed. All right, because like I said, enchantment means the scene, and these narratives is like enchanting you to take the, you know.
And you can, like you say, and that's what America really promotes is singing whores. Like Beyonce, Rihanna, you know, they promote it like singing whores. Like you saying, it enchants because what you got. Beyonce got her own religion. You know, so America, like the entertainment world, is pretty much the symbolism of what America is, man. You know.
You talking to because you see
get something.
Yeah, get that. Go back in that feed.
All right. Well, this Sirach 8 and 3. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares.
Fall into her snares, man. And America is a big harlot. You see, America is the ultimate harlot. It's a game. It's all about enticing you and seducing you. Everything is about seducing you in some type of way. You know, with the small print or the fast talking at the end. You know, they present, they appease to your lust. You know, with the music in the background, different colors. You see, like a harlot wearing them loud colors. See, that's America, man. It plays this game of seduction, you know, to reel you in, you know. But the aftermath is death, man.
Hey, I had somebody told me this yesterday. We were talking about animals. It was like talking about how many snakes they saw the other day. And it was like, I don't know what type of snake it was, but they always said if it's loud, don't mess with it. If it's a loud color, don't mess with it. And that's the nature of a harlot. Those flamboyant colors and that. That's a sign that that's dangerous.
That's the most venomous.
Yeah, that's the most venomous. Like in the wild, like animals that got that loud, flamboyant, enticing color, usually those are the most venomous. You know?
Like purple hair. Blue hair and shit.
That's anything that's enticing you in America, that should raise your antennas. You know?
I got a quick one.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
All right, Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 16.
Get your rock 5:15. 1 second. You got it, bro.
To deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words.
Her words, you know. And what is Esau pushing with his pseudoscience?
Yep.
You know, it's because of the people that's on Vanessa, you know. But the people that are Vanessa, what you got the keys to New York. You know, you take Vanessa, you got the keys to New York. So what I had before the pandemic, I ain't had the keys then.
Right.
Yeah,
But
shit.
now, all Esau really trying to do, just like Eve, he's trying to repackage America to you, man. You know, he's just trying to repackage this shit to you, man. You get the keys to New York. You know, them flattering words, man. Back to normalcy. You know, and there's nothing but flattering words. Go ahead.
I'm going to jump down to verse 18. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead.
Her paths. And her paths is what? A way of life. Like when you go into the Hebrew word for walk, all right, it goes into your manner of life. All right? But the paths in America, these manners of life in America lead to death, man. The alphabet community. All right? Pedophiles. You see? Independent, strong women. All these things are nothing but paths to death. These different religions, you know, Islam, 5% of the Moors, you know, all these different religions is nothing but paths to death. Egyptology, whatever path you on outside of Yahweh Shah. That's why Yahweh Shah made the statement, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. It's only one path. Anything outside that path, outside Yahweh Shah is a path to death, man.
Yeah, all those things you named, that's that Broadway.
Yeah, I got to line back. Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroy kings.
Yep, and when you personify America as a woman, there's a lot of people giving their strength to America, man. And you sticking your arm out there, you're giving your strength to this place, man.
Then you went into paths.
Yep.
You know what it said, nor thy ways to that which destroy a king.
Yep.
If you go to the word paths, it really goes into a way of life. So don't give yourself over to a way of life that'll overthrow you.
Yep.
That'll overthrow you as a king.
Yep.
And that's why I said it is not good, verse 4, Proverbs 31:4. It is not good for kings, O Lemuel, it is not good for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted.
Yeah, and it shows you that it's talking about a doctrine.
Yep.
You know, it shows that you're talking about a doctrine with those wines and strong drink. You know, because what does it say in real quick, Micah 2:10? Just link up what you just said, bro, with that precept.
You want to get it?
Yeah, come on.
Micah 2, I mean, I think 2:11. So like, just to link it up.
Okay. Micah 2:11. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink.
I will prophesy to you of wine and strong drink. That's what we're talking about philosophy. Hey, because King David, you know, he used to get nice, but he was still a man out of the Most High's own heart. So, you know, all right, hey, this is talking about philosophy, man. Go ahead.
He should even be the prophet of this people.
Yeah, anybody can lead these people, man.
Yep.
You know, anybody can lead 2/3. Anybody except Yahweh Shai can lead them, man. And we've seen it, man. You know. So they gonna prophesy what? Wine and strong drink, man. This is why it's not the time. All right, you brothers, hey, or you listeners. If you listen to all these other camps, man, you through, man. You mixing all these different drinks together, cause that's when you get the most toe up. When you mix all them different liquors together. You see, that's when you be through. You know?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's what you doing. You mixing all these different liquors together, and you gonna be flattened, man.
Why with that brown?
Yep. With champagne. You know?
I got a quick one.
You got it, bro.
All right, this is Sirach 19:2. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away.
Wine and women. You know? Literal wine and women, you know, indulging too much in that. But spiritually, man, the philosophies, you know, and going or whoring after Babylon, you know.
I had an epiphany in the spirit, man, an assessment. Have you noticed that the philosophies that lead to life are like strict and oppressive?
Yep.
But the philosophies that lead to death, they have an enchantment.
Yep.
They have an allurement. like the illusion of freedom.
Yep.
Like they say, normalcy.
Yep.
All right, if something is enticing, that means if nobody sells you anything, nobody gives you something that has worth.
Yep.
Why are you trying to sell me something that has worth? Why are you giving me something that has worth?
Yeah. Give it away.
Yeah, I get that. That's not the nature of the free market enterprise.
Nah.
So what's the catch? You know?
And then like when you go into one of these guys from Espanol, he was a shepherd. I think his name was Vastilius, and he was one of those barbarians that raised up an army against the Roman Empire. And you had one of his men, who the Roman Empire pretty much killed this whole village, and he was kind of bitter at the guy who was the barbarian he was bitter at Vastilius because he was like, see, if you wouldn't have fought, they wouldn't have did this. But he was like, they won't do shit anyway. And he was like, look, we fighting for freedom now. But old boy was like, they offering us lands, they offering us this, talking about what Rome was offering. He was like, look, he told the man, they not gonna give you that. Them niggas lying. But see, it was like you say, that he was being the Lord.
Yep.
But see, it was the straight gate to fight against Rome.
Yep.
But see, it was easy just to take whatever Rome give you. You can just be a little peasant within their kingdom and pay tribute. You see, that was the easy way. But actually go against the grain, that was the straight way. And old boy didn't want to do it, and eventually he sold out and killed old boy, but still is. But just like you said, the nature of the beast is not to give you a damn thing.
Right.
You see, even all the barbarians, I'm studying them ancient barbarians, tribal leaders, they came to the conclusion this nigga lying.
Yep.
This nigga not gonna give us that, man.
Yeah, because your first thing as an Israelite, meaning you a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, like, why do they have to give a fuck about our health all of a sudden? If you have any antennas, the first thing, like, why do they give a fuck about... If you don't think like that, that means you don't understand the nature of your enemy.
Yeah, don't understand history.
You don't understand history. You just going off the enchantments.
No, just because here it is. What you had Bill Gates, going back, I forget what year it was, but he was on TED Talks, and he was speaking about depopulating the Earth. How the Earth has almost 8 billion people. If we increase vaccines and and everything else, we can bring that number down. But now all of a sudden, this will save your life. So you see the hypocrisy, man. This man ain't with you.
That's witchcraft. He tell you the truth, but then you still believe a lie anyway. So it's like the blood off their hand. Cause they have their little thing on the left hand side. That's why they put it in all the movies. Like we telling them. So the blood off our hand, they still believe it. You get that.
Back in Ephesians.
You get that. Sirach 5:15.
Oh, we didn't get that.
Yeah,
Okay,
real quick, then get that Ephesians.
I got you.
Sirach 5:15.
Yep.
Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small.
Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small, man. It's time to have our antennas up, man. We listening and watching for everything, especially, hey, you brothers out there on the front line pushing these videos, man. Hey, you'll be surprised how much of a priority, their brothers are to the elites, man. Ain't no telling what different plants that they got around you. It's easy for them to plant somebody in the Kroger you go to, or the Whole Foods you go to. You see, the liquor store you like to go to, the Mediterranean spot you like to eat. It's easy for them to plant people there, man. So we have to have a mindset just to be circumspect, man. At the end of the day, we have a hedge around us because we can't prevent this guy from doing something to us, man, within our own might, But all we can do is just do our part and be circumspect, man. Not to just be out here, loose. Like I said, you out in public, drunk out your mind. Like, them days over with now. You got to get carried to the car. Them days over with, man.
Because you'll get scooped up.
Yeah, all this being drunk, well, you can't remember the night before. No, you can't do that, man. You going to mess around, wake up, and Guantanamo Bay, man.
Facts.
You see?
And not seeing who's seeing you creates the illusion they don't exist.
Yep.
If you don't see the people who are seeing you, in your mind, there's nobody watching you.
Yep.
We on watch. Why would a man sit there and let people speak against his kingdom.
Yep.
And he just, them niggas.
Yep.
Like, no, brother, it's an influence out here.
Mhm.
You know?
And they've been monitoring us for years, man. But now it's to the point to where now they watch everything.
Yep.
You know.
No, you got that was it.
All right. This is Sirach, chapter 32, and verse 21. Be not confident in a plain way.
Hey, that's heavy. That means careless.
Yep.
And so many fucking words, excuse my language, and so many words, you just careless. You just out here careless, man. You know, even being on social media, man. At some point, it's okay, what for? Why am I, what they say in the world, dry snitching?
Yeah.
Stop dry snitching on don't put all your thoughts and who you really are on the media, man.
Yep.
You know, if you got a hustle or you got some little cute shit, okay, cool. But don't be putting your real thoughts where somebody could screenshot it and, you know?
Yep. We got the family portraits and all that, man. Hey, we gotta move like pretty much like sleeper cells, man.
Yeah.
You know? You gotta move like sleeper cells, man.
Yeah, it's one thing we do these videos, so this is us putting ourselves out on the forefront. But the less everybody else know about us, the better, man.
Yeah, cause like I say, the least they know, they got access. You know, they watch it on their laptop, their phone. You know, fire alarm. You know, they watching everything. But see, don't give average Joe all this access. You know, to your personal life, man. You know, just an average Edomite that hates you, that hates Israel, hate these men calling themselves Hebrew Israelites, and he's able to scroll your Facebook page and get pictures of your family, you know, and all these different things. Like I was saying, brothers got liberty to do what they want. We just giving spiritual advice to move in these times, man.
Because the game plan is to hide in plain sight. That's your best your best situation if you can hide in plain sight. Where you can walk, that's something that the elite say.
Yep.
But hide in plain sight. So that's your best situation that people see you and they think nothing of you.
Yep.
That's the best way, man.
Yep. And another thing, you know, for sisters, man, it'd probably be a good idea just to put an avatar up there, you know, instead of your picture, man.
Yeah.
You know, because hey, it's a lot of people that, you know, that's savvy with these computers, man. They can, you know, take a facial image and do a lot, you know. So just a word of advice for you sisters, man. It'd probably be good to take the picture down and just put an avatar, all right, up there, man. You know.
Yeah, and for you know, you Israelite men and women, don't be putting your government name, you know, up there. You know, some of you Jays be doing that, and we understand, you know, y'all be sincere, but hey, get a Hebrew name.
Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove.
That's it.
A serpent would be standing right there the whole time. You ever go jogging in the park?
Yep.
Like, oh shit, how long that snake been there?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that, he did his job, man. You know. You got something?
No, you all go back to
Okay.
Ephesians chapter 5 and in verse 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Hey, redeeming the times because the days are evil. You know, these are some evil times that we come, some horrible times, man. And these people that got this this serpent serum in them, ain't no telling what type of, you know, wicked experiment this man is doing, man. All right, ain't no telling how he gonna activate that and that's gonna play out, man. You see? Go ahead.
Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord
Be
is.
you not wise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh Shema Shai is, man. Because pretty much all we can do right now is just pretty much work and teach, man. That pretty much his will, man. Get our daily bread and push this word, man. Be watchmen for the house of Israel, man. Outside of that, man, nothing else, that really don't matter, man. You know, whatever little thing you got going on, man, things got to start being minimized, man. You got to constantly fade more and more out the picture, man. You know, this ain't the time to be on the scene. You know, it's another thing. Be wise of these big crowds, you know, because judgment going forth, man. People dying by the dozens, man.
Like it's nothing.
You know? Yeah, bro.
Read some on this.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. And be not drunk with wine.
There you go.
There you go
You
again.
see that? Yep. Understand, be fully persuaded in what you believe, man. All right, because there's gonna be a lot of like you say, enticing doctrines that's gonna sound like it's it, you know, because it's gonna please the flesh.
Yeah, when you're bitter,
Yep.
You desire wine.
Yep.
See, the society finna get real bitter.
Yep.
When those comforts leave, you're gonna be bitter because you can't up and get some fast food.
Yep.
You can't up and go to that's gonna make you bitter.
Yep.
So when you're bitter, you're more inclined to take in wines to
Yep.
take that bitterness away.
Yep.
So Esau gonna make the society more bitter and give you more straits. But then that's gonna make his enchantments and his wine seem more enticing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
All right, it says, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit.
Be filled with the Spirit. And this time now to be filled with the Spirit, man. What is the Spirit saying? Like in the book of Revelation, hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches, man. The Spirit be talking to the churches, man. And you see a lot of brothers going into the same topic, you know. Cause remember, we haven't talked to these brothers, man.
Yep.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
Some brothers we have never talked to before, and they go into the same topic. That's the Spirit speaking to the church, man. You know, this ain't just opinion from my analysis. No, this is the Spirit speaking unto the church on these particular matters, man. You know. Oh, that was it. Okay, come on, you get that.
First,
2 Timothy 3:1.
1 John 2:15.
Yep.
Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Yep.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, man. You know, you can't love this current society and have any type of love for Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's why these Christians are being found out to be the biggest hypocrites, man. Because it's coming to find out they don't even, like Priest Abai was saying the other day, they don't even fool with Jesus like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That nigga done fell off.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about Fauci,
Yeah.
Gates, you know?
Science.
Yeah. That's what it's about now.
20 years ago, the only thing that was coming out of Jake's mouth was Jesus.
Yep.
22, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Now eating about science, I trust science. I'm like, dang.
Even to witchcraft now.
Yep, heavy.
You know? So, hey, you can only love one or the other, man, because we love Yahweh Shema Shai. We despise this world, man.
And then I just explained is the reason why I brought this scripture out, because a lot of things you were saying to brothers really is rooted in, did you really give up the world? Because if you got to be on the scene, if you out doing this and doing that, what is it inside of you that makes you feel like you can still go out and do that right now?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
So perilous times shall come. Going back into the first precept we brought out, you know, we in the midst of perils, which can lead to what? Overthrow. Peril just goes to very dangerous times, man. All right? You brothers, hey, already be formulating a plan, especially if you over households, man, you know? And they got to get with the plan. And that's another thing. We not in time to argue neither, man.
Yep.
You know? Hey, your household got to conform, or either, hey, you going to be solo dolo, man.
And that goes into the scripture. If your wife goes not in the way that thou may have her, give her a will of divorce. Cut her off and get her a will of divorce. That's going to be pertinent to now.
Yep.
You know?
Cause we ain't in time for arguing and static, man. They gonna have to roll with it, cause we gonna be guided by Yahweh by Shema Shai. You know, the Spirit gonna be guiding brothers to move particular ways. Like I say, man, this brother might have a dream, you know, saying that, you know, they gonna roll at this time, at this hour, man.
That's
all right. So hey, we gotta move. All right, let's go. We're gonna move. We gotta get out of there. Okay, we're gonna get this. You know, just whatever the plan may be. All right. Hey, you tell your woman like, look, this is it. We gotta go and get up. They brother had a dream. They gonna roll. And she, how you know he had? You know, hell no. Nah. Okay, you stay your ass here. All right.
And there got to be a small window to execute.
Yeah.
When the order get made by the camps and all that, small window to execute, man.
Yeah. It ain't time to be doubting and what if and man, she tripping. Hey, well, you gonna trip with her because we moving, man.
Yeah. Because how about Shema Shai dealing with the churches?
Yeah.
He giving brothers dreams and visions and signs, and like you know how you was breaking down how like you know how the luminaries they give off signs to the elites.
Yep.
But on the flip side, the Most High giving off signs to his men.
Yep.
So the Most High dealing with the churches.
Yep.
So that means you got whoever the Most High deal with on that level, small window to execute, man.
It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
Yep. And what you see now, unthankful, unholy, you know, which means they're in the midst of the filth. But it's a very, this society, especially Jake, man, it's a very unthankful society, man. People feel so entitled nowadays, man, that you have to do things for them or things should be done. Like, I hear Jake talking about some, hell, you know, during the lockdown, hell, they got to give us this, they got to give us that. They can't make us do this. No, you're not entitled to nothing, man. You at the mercy of Yahweh by Shema Shah. You see? Go ahead.
It says, without natural affection,
Yep.
truce breakers.
It said without natural affection, that sincere affection, you know, someone that really has your best interest in mind without no ulterior motive. You see, that's pretty much done went away with. Everybody got some type of motive.
Yep. And on the receiving end of that, I don't trust anybody that's nice to me.
Yep.
Like outside the brotherhood, like, whoa, okay, what does he really want?
Yeah, because you know it's some type of alternative motive he got, man. Ulterior motive that he got.
Yeah.
That they got, man. You know, because that natural affection is done away with,
It's over
man.
with it.
You know?
Say truce breakers, false accusers.
Truce breakers. Hey, that's another thing. Like in these times, when the more chaotic it get, man, that trust, you know, hey, you ain't gonna be able to trust your neighbor to go to the grocery store for both of y'all, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be a lot of people running off from the plug in that day, man. You see, it's gonna be a lot of people. Hey, y'all gonna have some type of agreement, and they ain't gonna hold up, man. Just like during the time of Kings, and two women, she's like, I'm gonna cook my child today, and we're gonna eat yours tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they cooked her child, and the next day
She was out.
she was out of there, man. You see, hey, it's gonna be a lot of conniving, scheming, plotting, you know, backstabbing, double crossing going on. That's why we're not even gonna be dealing in the midst of these people, man.
You know what? Because if you want to understand what's going on or what's going to happen, get a glimpse of it, watch Animal Planet. Watch Planet Earth.
Yeah.
Because when you take away the illusion of civilization, humans are nothing but animals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always you always scheming, wait on somebody to slip, wait on catching somebody pattern.
Yep.
It's gonna multiply by 10 times, 100-fold, man.
Yep.
Human nature is animal nature in survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
Without the law.
Without the law.
Yep.
You know?
Said that real quick with this in Matthew 24. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
And this is a society that pushes nothing but sin. You know, because as we talking about, you know, lockdowns and the new strands and, you know, Vanessa and MOTB, look at the morality of the place is getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Worse and worse, man. You know? And there's no outcry against wickedness outside of the prophets, man. You know? So if this place continue to be more, we got decadent, you know?
Decadent.
Yeah, the love of many gonna wax cold because everyone is gonna be about their own personal situation. Even with that nigga Slim Thug, you know, what did he say? If I miss any money, all right, the hell with the health of the nation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The hell with the nation's health. But if he missed some money for them whack ass shows, you know, it's gonna be a problem. That's the mind frame of a nigga, man. You know?
Yep.
They just thinking about their own personal situation, man. He wants you to stick your arm out, all right, and take the death so he can do one of them whack ass shows, man. And that's gonna be the least of that nigga worry in the time to come is doing the damn concert, man. You know how bad it's finna be out here, man? You see?
Back in Timothy.
Timothy, yep.
All right. All right. 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy 3 and 3 again. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers.
False accuser, yep. Hey, because you already said no what people get ready to tell on everybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not complying, you see, people finna get ready to tell it. These people finna howl out, man.
Especially if you factor in the reward incentives.
Yep.
It's hard times when family got to eat and you have a reward incentive to report anybody that's not in alignment with the government.
Yep. And that's another tactic of the Romans. They will always use money, you know, to sell out any type of leader in these times. You know, they gon' that's who they want. Like they need the heads. You see, all the heads. That's who they looking for, man. You got any type of influence or you out there on the forefront, man. You start gonna have incentives with you, man. Hey, prepare for that too, man. You know, your picture, $2 million award. You like, God damn. You know, shit. But hey, it's a possibility because false accusers, you know, Esau gonna push, you know, these false flags and blame it on us. You know, hey, he one of them. You see, he won what? Who? Because there was an Israelite girl that told on Peter one. They were trying to tell on Peter. Yeah, he was with him. You know, he looked like him. You know, anybody with a beard, everybody, he was with him.
Thou art also one of them.
Yeah, thou art also one of them.
Yeah, stop putting identifiers on yourself too. I mean, I speak as a man. I'm not here to, you know, but don't be putting identifiers. People can look at you and be like, he's one of them.
Yep.
You know, you got a beard, but everybody has a beard now. But don't be walking around with a, you know, a turban and CVS.
Yeah.
After they didn't put a false flag attack on, man.
And Jake get on us and be upset. We'll bring up the fringes. And the reason why we were speaking on that is really, you know, for your benefit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an identifier.
It's an identifier. Like during the 9/11, don't you know Ishmael got his store shot up in other, like, especially in New York. During 9/11, Ishmael didn't know what the hell was going on, and they shoot up them bulletproof glasses, man. Just because of you was attached to an image that they put on the news, man. You know?
It says false accusers, incontinent, fierce despisers of those that are good.
The despisers of those that do good. So I hope mainly we're speaking of the elect. You know? So these are the times, you know, that we're approaching in the spirit, man. We gotta, you know, come into these times, man, really with our awareness, you know, all the way on point, man. You know, our awareness, being circumspect, you know, hey, watch these people, how they moving, man. Pay attention because Yahweh Shema Shah always gives you a sign, you know. It's somebody to say something and it'll trigger something, you know. You might hear them at work talking about, you know, they say it's a reward, you know, if you tell them about who not getting, you know, the Vanessa. You know, you might just overhear a conversation like that, just giving an example, man. Just be mindful, be watchful, man. All right?
The devil's in the detail.
Yep. You know, be watchful, listen, observe, be aware, you know. Don't volunteer no information, man, and just, you know, play like you don't know nothing, man. Because it's coming down to the wire, man. Eventually, we ain't going to be able to hide it. We're just going to be out there. But until that point, you know, we're going to make these devils work, man. And these people in our day-to-day, they're going to have to do some work and some digging to find something out, man. You know? That's it.
Come on, close out.
Yep. All right, with that, you know, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we would like to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
the honor to our apostles of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessed house there with the elect. Abba Baal.
Abba Baal.
Kwame Yashalom.
Kwame Yashalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. That was edifying, brothers.
Yeah, man, that was